and fall in, my fellow scout troopers, to a 3v5 at the Cardolan outpost today. Today's replay comes from yours truly. This is a siege battle I partook in recently. I am one of 3 defending forces today, and I am commanding the realm of Artherdain. Now, this was a themed battle, and it was insisted that all 3 defenders were by the attacking forces, that we move into the city and get ready to defend it, have the city surrounded, and our job was to defend the city. After that, we weren't allowed to defend the bridges or land bridge. We had to let the attackers come across first before we engaged them. So there is a long grace period, so this does give us a lot of time here to go through the army comps. But before we get started, if you want to see your own replay featured here on this channel from any Total War game, including mods, you can send it to my email at scoutsoфentertainment@gmail.com. You can send it to me directly on Discord via direct message. You can post it on my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, as well. Or you can simply tag me in the replay you post on Discord, on any Discord server as well. And with that, let's go through my factions. First, we have some great company here from me. We've got some Dunedain Troll Slayers, Wardens of the North. I was going to say Wardens of the White Tower there. We have Artherdain Pikes here armoured up. I'll opt for every armour upgrade I can. We have 2 units of them, or maybe even 3 units of Artherdain Pikes total. We've got some Umbar Skate Guards as well. I've got some Dismounted Fallen Aaron Knights here, 2 units. I got about 2 or 3 units of the Artherdain Men-at-Arms as well. I've gone through that. I got a Trebuchet as well. I got 2 units total of Dunedain Troll Slayers. 1 unit of Dunedain Rangers. Dunedain Peacekeepers, 2 units of them for sure. And 1 unit of Dismounted Knights of Numinous. Let's have a look at my ally, my first of my allies anyway. We have Mirkwood from by Cletati, who's got some Her Experience, armoured and unarmoured. We have here some Bows of Emendua, Harad 2 heavy swords, Elven King's Palace Guard here as well, Herpang Archers, some Woodland Protectors as well. What else we got here? Cinder of the Girdle. Got some Greenwood Rangers. We got some Greenwood Watchers, 2 units there. 1 or 2 units of Woodland Protectors, 1 there I see. Elders, is that Elven King's Palace Guard? Elders of the Elven King there. Wardens of Amon Lunk. AP Archers, remember that, and 2 heavy axes as well. I think I've already seen a unit there of Bows of Emendua. And that could bring us to our final defender, which is Cardolan, of course, commanded by Meven. We've got some Manitoran Gatekeepers here, Hearthguard of Amon Sul. We've got some Green Garrison Footmen, mixed in with some Green Garrison Spearmen. Another unit of Spearmen there, Dunedain Captains as well, Thybad Warhammers. Men here with Men-at-Arms, 2 units there. And men here with Archers here, it would seem. Over here, men here with Spearmen and Green Garrison Footmen. More units of men here with Spearmen. Dunedain Captains, men here with Men-at-Arms, a couple units of them. More men here with Archers. Looks to be 2 units here total of them. And that is that. So let's go to the first of 5 attacking armies here, making their way across to the city. We find ourselves looking at Angmar, coming by the One Raider. He's got some Barrow Whites here, 2 units. They'll arrive late to the battle. We have Goblin Band here, some Snagger Stalkers, a couple units of them. Got some Guardians of Cardolan, armoured up. We've got some Blackwatch Legion. These guys here do appear to be armoured. I say appear to be. It looks like they've got a brown tinge. I'm going to say unarmoured actually with them. We've got some Angmar Marauders, about 2 units or so. Got some witches, the dreaded Witches of Angmar. Witch from Scourge Raiders, definitely 2 units of them. We've got Harad, can by Lord Touch Me. He's gone Harad again. We've got some Orc fellas, a couple units there. We've also got Orcs and Misty Mountains, can by Beastie 70. We've got a couple units of my warriors, maybe even 3. We've got some Champions of Nafarat, Demons of the Desert, Snagger Skirmishers, Mandarik Host, Moab Beast Hunters, 2 units there. Sathron Archers, we've got some Sathron Pikemen, 2 units, and 3 units it would seem of Dismounted Serpent Guard. No, actually 2 units, sorry, my bad. Oh wait, no, 3, and I say 3. They appear to be armoured up too, by the way. We got some, looks a bit Black Orcs of the Mountains, we got Heavy Goblin Spears, White Orc Fearmongers, Heavy Goblin Archers. Is that Mandarik Host? I was going to say Clansmen there. We got some Haradian Spearmen. We got some Heavy Goblin Infantry and Archers. I can't see any crossbows there for them, at least not yet. Okay, more Hartherdain spearmen there. We got over here Lake Flag Rim and Rhun. Given by YTK 86. Charles of Angmar, Charles Good to Bad. Lake Flag Rim, 3 units of them. We've got 2 units of Lake Sail Rim. We got some Lake Rim, maybe 2 units of them. Battleclub Tribesmen, 2 units. We've got some Dragon's Wrath Warlords and some Drake Broodlings. We've got Dragon's Wrath Cannon as well. Eastron Clansmen, 1 to 3 units of them armoured up all the way. I think maybe we also have some Dragon's Wrath crossbows around here somewhere as well. I remember seeing them. And that could bring us to the final attacker today, which is Frogie, who's commanding the Black Serpents, or the Harad. It also has the Black Serpents here. We got here some Narina Royal Guard, Arconus Legion, 3 units there. We've got some Belketh Marksmen, 2 units of them. And I think that's it there. Now, I had this unit over here, which was my Royal Court of House Amlath. And the attackers say, Scouts, you know we can see that unit there. You know you can't hide them, right? Because they can see them on the map. They can see the green triangle in the corner there. They know that they got a unit there. And they go, yeah, I know you can see them. I was just hoping you would ignore them. But since they were kind enough to say that yes, we see them on their own accord, I pulled them back into the city. So maybe they shouldn't have said anything to me. I might not have noticed it until it was too late. So food for thought, guys. You know, don't tell your enemy stuff all the time. You know, you could give away a great opportunity for you to kill a great unit of your opponent. So, we'll do some more KD, guys, and we'll come back once the combat begins, because we are a ways off from an engagement. There is a bit of a long grace here with this battle. Alright, grace is over. It's time to fight. And that was a horrible charge from myself. I was disappointed with that. I thought my cavalry had plenty of time to get a nice charge off on these guys, but I was dead wrong. Now we've got some Lake Sail Rim coming in, but I wanted to try again. Now you might notice here the course infantry are out of ammunition. That's because they were firing on my Wardens of the North up top there for just a little bit. They only fire like 3 or so volleys at least, or at most.
Seems almost certain.
But yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to get my cavalry out of here. They were shaken at 23, so they've only lost 1 soldier so far. The Black Serpents got into them. Let's go check out the front. The archers, they are not firing. These guys are being fired at. They're a bit bunched up. And it's good to see Meven moving his forces away from each other a little bit. This makes them harder to be focused down. I suppose we should be grateful they're not firing over here. I think there's very little chance of an arrow missing one of our troops if they're fired in this direction. Now, Grey Riders are out there, but they're hidden. I was fine with leaving my wardens here. I knew they were being shot at, but I also saw that they weren't really dying. You know, not going down very quickly. And if my enemy wants to waste ammunition trying to take them out, then by all means, I think, you know, do it. I want to use these guys mainly for their ammunition, not for their melee ability, which is not bad. But I thought the effect of getting my opponents to use their ammunition on them was probably better in my own interest. Now, there might be 48 or 47 of them now, but a lot of arrows, you've got to understand, have already been fired at them. And for the most part, they are still standing. Now, I saw them bring out the Corsair fences, and Corsair fences throw daggers like the Greenwood Watchers. They're not a unit you want to just let shoot your front line. So they definitely warranted a volley, or a few volleys, into them. Now, we got here some fire from Cletati. He's got some Herping archers firing in. He was helping me with my defense a little bit here. You can see I'm not firing in though. I don't want to waste ammunition on Corsair infantry. The Artherdain marksman, my marksman, I am firing into the Balagar archers a little bit. I'm trying to weaken them. These Balagar archers are trying to fire into my Trebuchet crew and Cletati's archers up top. But for the most part, they are protected by the Trebuchet. Most of those arrows are going into the Trebuchet, and they're absorbing those arrows with relative ease. And so the battle has begun over here. I've got one unit of pikemen mixed in with some men-at-arms. It's definitely a good combination. It plugs the gap for a while. Those troops can really handle themselves, even under a lot of pressure. No engagement there yet from Meven. The attackers aren't coming at us from all sides just yet. And when I saw this blob of troops here, I remember I once said that body piercing is most effective against units that have very little armor and against light to mid-tier infantry, especially the light infantry, the cannon fodder. It's always best to fire 1 or 2 volleys into them, as it severely cripples them. Makes them really easy to take down. And you can see here, I had the Runic and Umbar forces start to push through my lines a little bit here. And being Grey Riders, they sit on horses, so already, unlike Ranger units, they've got a slightly elevated position, which makes them easier, which enables them to more easily fire into these enemy forces. Now remember, I'm not firing to kill them, I'm firing in them to weaken them. That's how you should see body piercing units. You know, you're not firing to kill, you're firing to weaken, because you can hit a lot of enemies at once. That's the idea of them, essentially. And how to best use them. The body piercing units does make it easier to take down Belgian tribesmen, for example. Riddle armor. And a unit you want to try and kill as fast as possible, so they can't throw their javelins into you. And you can see my front line here is still doing alright. They're still in control, at least for now. %5 to 6%. I think my Rangers are still firing into the Belgian tribesmen. Balagar archers here in tight formation. I should be firing on these guys. I think it's fair to criticise myself for not to, or anyone else to criticise me for not doing that, to be fair. And Grey Company, I'm pulling back. Move up another unit of pikemen. Let's have a look at the rest of the battle. Ooh. Okay, the cannon's firing in. You're probably thinking, no shit, scouts. Of course I can see the cannon firing in. Now this is a kill boss right now. You can't just send your melee troops into this kind of area like this. You've got to have some sort of fire going into the Greenwood Garrison footmen. You know? They are pikemen, after all. And Meven is deliberately using fire in mission because it is most effective on factions like the Orcs of the Misty Mountains. The fire is playing havoc with their morale. It would have been handy if Misty had some crossbows nearby, or if the attack has any crossbows nearby, so they can fire into the Greenwood Garrison footmen. It's easier for them to, I suppose, arc their bolts into the enemy. And Misty's sending in a Black Orcs on their own, basically. Well, the Mountain Orc host he has broken. Now, Misty will get him back, but he's got to be getting in close to throw his javelins, or bringing in maybe the Dragon's Wrath crossbows to, you know, shoot into Meven's defense. The attack over here is still yet to get underway. Let's head back over to where I am.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Now I'm firing into the Corsair fences. I've got one unit, I think, left of Artherdain pikes and one unit of Numinous gate guards. I'm bringing back my Grey Company to fire into this blob. So you can see, no matter how much Rhun advances here, my troops are still holding them back for now. And I got reserves just standing by, waiting to descend in if I sense that my defense is starting to crumble. Now, I know my Grey Riders are being shot at right now, but I deem the risk worthy of keeping them there to fire into the enemy. I like where they are right now, firing into them. They're not taking casualties that fast. It's always something you should consider, the casualty rate. Like, how fast are you losing your troops? Is it worth keeping them there to fire into the enemy longer? It's a question you need to ask yourself all the time. Like, if the enemy is firing a crap ton of arrows towards that position, and you lose them in fast, it's time to pull out. But because I only got a few arrows heading my way,
coming for us.
And I'm not falling that fast, it's worth keeping them there. Down to 23. I haven't lost too many of them. Back with marksman just getting ready to fire in, I suppose. They're firing into my dismounted Forest Aaron Knights. I got my Artherdain marksman firing to the Bellicate marksman. Just giving my men some covering fire. Cletati is sending me some reinforcements, which was nice of him. My Warren to the north are waiting for a better target, I suppose. Maybe I should be firing to the Bellicate tribesmen. Alright, let's have a look. Alright. Where does that fire come from? Oh, I brought my trebuchet down. I actually tried to use my trebuchet on my side for a little while, actually. But I could never get the right target. It wouldn't fire for me. So I brought it down the slope. And the Dragon's Wrath cannon, I think, tried firing into it at one point. I thought, maybe I can help my ally over here. And I got my trebuchets starting to fire into this area. Trying to get some decent targets, trying to cause mass chain rout to relieve the pressure here on my ally. More men coming in. We've got Barrow Whites moving in. That's no good news there from Meven. Barrow Whites exist to absorb ammunition, as I always say. But what kills them fast is artillery fire. And right now, because they're so slow, alright, this is what I was thinking at the time when I was firing. Barrel Whites here are moving in, but they're moving in very slowly. We've got other reinforcements coming in all around them. So if I target the Trebuchet to fire on the Barrel Whites, and as you know, the fire spreads out a little bit from time to time, you know, going short or going long, I can hit the enemy forces at the front, I can hit the enemy forces at behind, and all around the Barrel Whites as well. So the centre point is, in this case, the best to shoot at is the Barrel Whites, because then all the other units around them are in play as well. It also reduces the risk of friendly fire, which is what you basically have to really take into account when using artillery. You can just look how far spread out the Barrel Whites are. Beautiful. Look at that blood splatter. This is the widest choke point and probably the hardest choke point to defend in the Cardolan city. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting the Trebuchet to get such good shots. I struggled all battle to use my Trebuchet up until this point. Got Black Bear Mountain Berserkers at the front lines here, up against inferior Cardolan forces. So, you know, right now, Orcs and Misty Mountains here are doing pretty well. I almost took out all friendly forces there. The Trebuchet shot just fell short. We might be going after the Barrel White there, but seemingly I got through all the enemy's ranks. Might be out of ammunition. We've got some more beast hunters there firing. We've been firing javelins for a long time on the hilltop. I thought they were half firing into the Mirkwood archers, but now they've been firing at the Hearthgale Sul for a little while. We've got a lot of beast troops coming over here as well. It's too bad the Demons of the Desert aren't here. I'm sure their fire would have been quite beneficial to the attacking forces to take out all these troops coming down off the little hill there. And because it's elevated, it makes it really easy for the demons to fire into them. So I think we got lucky there. Also lucky the witches weren't there to fire into them as well, now that I think about it. So we know the witches are out there right now, we just don't know when they're going to strike. Right, maybe I'm out of ammunition. Trebuchet was firing for a while. The attack over here has not really started. Oh, has it? Looks like Angmar has sent in some forces, but this is pretty much the first wave. So, you know, we're a long ways off from, I suppose, going anywhere with that. Looks like I still have ammunition. Rhun and Umbar have just been hounding me almost relentlessly. I've got both my units here doing peacekeepers. My Artherdain men at arms also in play. Grey Company's out of ammunition at this point. I think I've got my Dunine Troll Slayers throwing their jabbies into the flag rim. Always decent troops to throw their jabbies into. I mean, we've got a Cronus Legion here, along with flag rim. Anything I can do really to keep my defensive line in play. What I'm most concerned about at this point is the forces that they haven't moved up yet. which if you come up here, if they're still here, you'll see. The Dragon's Wrath Warlords. Well, actually, that's pretty much it. The Dragon's Wrath Warlords are what I fear the most. I keep wanting to fire on them the moment they move close, but as you can see, they're just not moving in yet. The Flagrim have been firing into my forces for some time, but I'm not taking casualties fast enough for me to really worry about them. Now, given that they're out of ammunition, I should be taking them off that hill. My attention's obviously elsewhere at this point. And you can see a little bit of failure of markering on my part there as well. You know? Of course, I'm winning the melee fight. It is 38 to 42 right now. The like Flagrim we saw outside before has arrived. You see, they've sort of progressed forward like an arrowhead, but this makes it easier for me to move in from the flanks and just put a lot of pressure and just sort of squeeze them together into oblivion. That's the danger with finding yourself in this formation. Unless your spearhead breaks through the enemy forces, you're going to find yourself surrounded and cut down. Eventually. Especially if the pressure of the flanks gets too great, which in this case it appears to be that's how the arrowhead formation forms in the first place. Both the flanks are being pushed back because the forces they're up against are just too great.
Badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Now we got Frogie here trying to stabilise his line, along with Y2K. Now I'm going to start firing again. I don't know if I'm doing anything else up here. Don't think I am. More Chronos Legion coming in. Let's go and check out the other sides. I've got Duno Troll Slayers up here from me, okay? Now the idea behind this is just to provide some supporting fire.
The enemy general lies dead.
To be honest, probably shouldn't be doing it. The only unit I should be firing into in this block here is the Blackwood Mountain Berserkers. So, Cletati and Meven have this battle well in hand at the moment, anyway. So the guy coming in, probably should start firing into them. We've got some Thabad Warhammers there, which have been pretty bloodied up, but still in the fight. Hurling and Herrick forces up against the Angmar's Marauders and Harad and Spune. Now it looks like we've got the Scourge Raiders up here. They've got ammunition, but they don't have a shot. Or do they? Now it looks like we've got a couple of axes coming in. Just trying to hit Mirkwood on the flank. It's only 3 or 4 at a time. The Watchers getting ready to throw their daggers into the enemy. Yeah. The bows and Endure have been destroyed, who would seem.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
One raider you really had to commit
Something changes
to that
in the
side.
course of battle. The defeat seems almost certain.
The Crosshair Crossbows are a full unit at 93. What am I doing about this? Doesn't really look like I'm doing much, does it? I mean, I should be bringing in my wardens to fire into the Corsair crossbow. Not the best move here for me. Those crossbows can cause all kinds of damage. Kind of looks like I'm winning though, doesn't it? Now, we've got forces pushing through, but I'm easily cutting them down for once I do get through. My peacekeepers, I will note, have the armor and attack upgrade. In fact, all my units, I think, have the attack upgrade. I think.
Something changes in the course of battle. The defeat seems almost certain.
Camping archers have returned to provide some more covering fire. What have we got here? Some have their bows out, some don't. What am I doing with them, I wonder? Well, maybe they are out of ammo. Yeah, they are. I wouldn't be sending it into the battle otherwise. Alright. Enduring range is down to 62, so I've taken a few casualties with them. Meven still has things well in hand here. Multiple crossbows coming in. Forces are breaking here, 51 to 65.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
It's funny. I think Misty at this point was sort of complaining that this is not a good idea. We should never have done this city defense. I'm thinking, well, you guys asked us to do it. All we did was follow your wishes. So, you know, it wasn't our fault. I half questioned it. I said, so you guys are sure we can't defend the land bridges? And they said, yes, you can't defend the land bridges. You must fight in the city. So I said, okay, if that's what you want, then that's what we will do. So, you know, clearly you see how easy it can be to defend this city. I don't think that we ever felt like we were in trouble at this stage. Like up until this point I've been pretty comfortable. I've pretty much destroyed Umbar and Rhun on my side. Angmar still has a lot of forces here in place. Over here, the attackers are pretty much, well, they've given up for now anyway. The trump card of the Long Raider is his Black White's Legion and Witches. Uses them well, and we're in trouble. Okay. Now, I can't discount the enemy cavalry. I want to move out, I want to try and take down those crossbows and archers. And I'm hoping, with all the enemy troops around me, that will sort of blunt any potential cav charge. And my men should be relatively safe, at least until the enemy is gone. And I lose any meat shields. Let's see how well this charge goes. Yeah, see, not well. They're charging into my men. I'm too busy trying to charge out and shut down the crossbows and archers. That's where my head's at right now. Light room down to 82. Course defenses 67. Oh, they got off a small charge there.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Yeah, this is a fight the Royal Court can win. Cancel range is here at 76. Doing Trossas pursuing some Corsair fences. Here comes the Dragon's Wrath crossbows. I really wanted to kill as many crossbows as I could. And I'd do better. Scouts, come on. That's not all that kills. Champs the Neferat is here. But me here at Dice is firing into him, I think.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Okay, I got one player meaning defeat there. And obviously ain't UK, nor is it Lord. Over here, Mirkwood is still looking comfortable. Again, enemy's not getting through here anytime soon. So we're going to get a few bows firing at once. Alright, my forces that sallied earlier, they're pretty much all being defeated. And we've got the enemy moving in towards the city. Now doing the Rangers here, taking some fire. And they're targeting the champions of Neferat. Well, we've got the cannon firing. Jeez. Yeah, I think my allies told me he was trying to go after my troops here. So I moved them shortly.
Slain the enemy, defeat seems almost certain.
Maybe it was Cletati. Cletati once again coming to my rescue. He's facing a few retaliatory charges, but he's holding his own for the moment. So Meven here is looking very comfortable. I was moving my Dunan Rangers around his forces here to try and, well, get a better angle to shoot from, but as you can see there wasn't too many enemies left here to shoot. And we did see the Dragon's Wrath crossbows here move up the ramp, and they are a direct threat here to our defense. At that range, we thought they probably could hit our defending forces down below here. So immediately we were feeling under the pump. And there was a race here to get ourselves into firing positions in order to repel the Dragon's Wrath crossbows before they could fire into us. Meven here is bringing over his unit of Mirkwood archers, and I am trying to bring up my unit of Dunan Rangers. Now, Mirkwood archers might be able to fire faster, but the crossbows here, if they get going, could bring us down much faster. even though they fire slower. Probably should be using standard shot, not so much fire ammunition. Although it does appear to be enough to drive back the crossbows, at least for now. Alright, it's over here. Alright, I've moved my forces over to try and help out. We've got Blackrock's Legion here pushing through the ranks. We've got the witches here, reloading, so I didn't know the witches were there. Oh, this could be bad. I could have killed my general there, I got lucky. I think I came back and saw this. And yeah, okay, I lost 2 chunks here of my Artherdain pikes. Woodland Protectors here, really trying to scare off the witches. But they're down to 11. And the Barrow Whites here are doing a great job protecting them. All those javelins that are meant for those witches are being hit by the Barrow Whites. I'm trying to get my troops into the fight. We're doing a captains here from Meven. Unfortunately, they're getting in the way here of the Woodland Protectors, which could have done some nice javelin volleys there into their flank. Oh, my forces are still being hit. It is 74 to 83.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down. For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Which Scourge Raiders approaching. Oh, here we go. Okay. Don't you just hate that? Just when you get to see something good, a building crosses with the camera and jumps it up. The axes come in, but we move forward. This one, that's when we're going to stand to 33. And these Barrow Whites. They're getting in the way of all those javelins there. $76 to 86. Let's look at which one Scourge Raiders there. Got the witches here moving around. Oh no, they're coming back in. He might be trying to move up on the ledge here in the hill. It might help him, it might not. He's trying to fire. Looks like we had an Ent die there. We still have the Ents, surprisingly. We're doing alright. The attackers are not getting through us. Not unless they can get the witches into us. By the time the witches destroy our troops here, by the time the witches are able to fire into us, most of their army here should be dead. And with the forces we have elsewhere, we should be able to handle them. Takes me here down to 48, but given their opposition, that's a fair fight. In fact, Cletati should have more than enough to win that one. I still got a full unit of the Numas Gate Guards. And of course, their crossbows here. We've got the Dragon's Wrath crossbowmen. And here are the dancers over there. And of course, their crossbows. I think I've got 2 rangers, I think, firing on these guys right now. At least I did. Come on. They still have ammo. You can see I'm just trying to fire. Mirror Lancer's out of ammunition. Range is reloading. Finally. But given I'm only firing 2 arrows at a time, not that easy to see. Cletati here got some Greenwood Rangers into the backs of our enemies. Surprised he did that. I thought we had the Dragon's Wrath crossbows around here somewhere before. Where are they? Okay, they're up here. They got cornered. There's still 28 of them. The rest of them are up here. We've got Cassie's Rangers as well, all of them firing down here. Honestly, my attention was away from this portion of the fight, and it was on the other side, trying to finish off Angmar. I'm surprised Cletati's running around him like this.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Angmar's dead. Witches are dead. Cletati is way too focused. There you go. Maybe it's time to get those Ensa into the Dragon's Wrath Warlords. Y2K can still get a lot of good kills here. If he has ammunition, of course. Here comes the Elders, the Elven King. Umbar's gone. There's still a bowman. I think they're all dead. There's Threnville.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Yeah, I think we're actually at the end. We've got our attackers admitting defeat now. Yep, we are at the end, fellas. Time 6 beating it.
Be awed by by the victory we have won here today.
Very nice. So, I got 2,904 kills there. Cletati got the most out of all of us on 3,051. Meven here, 2,578. The Wrong Raider here, 585. Lord Touch Me, 778. Misty 70, 902. And Y2K 86, 1,102. Frogie here, 853. Alright, so kill counts here. My Trebuchet got 556. Grey Company, 595. Juno Troll Slayers here, 108 to 252. Wardens of the North, 153. Juno Peacekeepers here, 104 and 113. And Artherdain Marksman here, 199. And the rest of the kills range from 0 to, 113, give or take. And those were the top performances there for my army. The rest of them, they did their jobs. And that is that. So, if you want to see your own replay featured here on this channel, guys, you can send it to my email at scoutsoфentertainment@gmail.com. You can send it to me directly on Discord. You can join my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, and post a replay there. It'd be a privilege to have you as part of our community. Or you can simply tag me in the 3 Days Reforged replay post on the 3 Days Discord as well. This is Mika from Scouts Entertainment signing off. For all that, my fellow soldiers, see you in the next Total War battle.